What up, guys? Today I'm making another Overwatch video, and today I'm going to be talking about Junkrat, which a lot of people play anyways. Like every game I'm in, there's always someone playing a Junkrat, but if you're new to the game or you just want to understand Junkrat a little bit better before playing them, or you just have been playing them, you've been struggling, hopefully this video will help you out a little bit. But at saying that, I'm not like a MLG pro or anything at this game. I just really enjoy it, and I think I have a pretty good understanding of every character in this game. So I just try to give you guys some insight on how to play the character and stuff like that. So don't expect too much, I'm trying to say, I guess. Alright guys, so this is Junkrat right here, and right now I'm just going to talk about some characters that might give a Junkrat some trouble. Now, a Bastion, again, can destroy a Junkrat if he sees them, so you'll want to watch out for a Bastion, but that's pretty much any player. Hanzo can one-shot a Junkrat, so a good one anyways. Again, a Widowmaker, if you're playing against a Widowmaker, make sure you try to stay away from her or, out of her sights. A Mei can cause trouble, but a Junkrat at the same time can do a lot of damage to her as well, so it's a give or take. A Reinhardt can kill Junkrat right away if he hooks him and then shoots him. Winston can do a lot of damage to him as well, especially since he has that barrier you can put around him. And then Zarya as well, if she has her weapon charged up all the way, can do a lot of damage. Symmetra can as well if she sneaks up on you, and then Zenyatta can do a lot of damage to a Junkrat as well from a good distance away. A Genji, not really. A Genji can be hard to kill, but a Pharah can be a concern, because you can't really take a Pharah out. And then a Raven can do a lot of damage, and a good Tracer can cause havoc on you as well. Alright, right here, let's look at Junkrat's primary weapon. It's a frag launcher, which shoots out grenades, and you can shoot them from a good distance away. His ultimate is the Rip Tire. It's just a tire that you can control along the map, and it explodes once you hit R2. That can do a lot of damage to a bunch of characters. And then he has a concussion mine, which is very effective and does a lot of damage. And then he has a steel trap as well. That is very good and useful for Junkrat. And then he has his passive is when he dies, he drops grenades that can do damage to other characters. So right here, I'm just going to show you Junkrat's primary weapon and his abilities and explain them to you guys and stuff like that. So this is Junkrat's ability. The trap is really good. It's very good for like a backup plan. Like if someone tries to sneak up behind you, you can put it down and it'll trap them. And then his concussion mine, again, does a lot of damage and can be very effective after you hit a character. And then you throw like a mine at them and you can kill them right away. And then also one use for the mine is you can get up to higher places if you want to, or stuff like that. And then with the trap, what you want to do is, again, sometimes you want to put the trap down and put a mine there, and then when someone gets trapped, you can set off the mine and stuff like that. And right here, I'm just showing you the range of his primary weapon. And then right here, I'm just going to show you his ultimate, which again, lasts for a long time. And so right there, guys, you see you should always use this trap, even though, even if you don't really know a good place to put the trap, just put the trap down anywhere. And hopefully you get lucky and someone, gets caught on the trap, and then you're able to take care of them that way. Using the traps are very effective, and using his mines as well. You should always be using them, just because they do recharge pretty fast, especially his mine. His trap takes a little bit longer to recharge, but you can always place one down, and then by the time it's recharged, someone might have walked on it, so you can throw it down another one. Now his mines are really good, like you see right there. What I do is you can do initial damage with your primary weapon, and then with the Reinhardt you can throw the mine over his shield and then cause damage to him that way. Also, it's a good way to spread a team out. Like if you have a grouped up team walking up on you with the Reinhardt, you can throw the mine down, and then as they walk up you can pop it, and if you hit them in the right way they'll all get blown up into the air, and they'll kind of be spread out, so that can be cause havoc as well. But with the traps, what I like to do is, again, I set them down. You see I put a mine on that trap. I was unlucky, I didn't get a kill with it, and then right here I try to come up behind these guys and take them out. But unfortunately, a Roadhog got me. Like I said before, you can have a lot of trouble with a Roadhog. And usually you don't really want to this charge in with a Junkrat. You really want to be at a distance with a Junkrat to be more effective with him. And then with his ultimate, like I said, you just want to make sure you're hidden, because you're kind of just out in the open. You can't really move your character, so he's an easy target. So you want to make sure you're in a building, and then as long as you see a group of enemies to set it off, and this is a good map to use them on, but pretty much any map is good for him. He's more of a defensive player than an offensive player, and I'll tell you why. It's a lot easier to use him when players are coming at you instead of you coming at the players. So if the players are coming at you, you can set your mines down and your traps and trap them that way. It's going to be a lot harder to do that especially for the traps, when you're coming at the enemies than them coming at you. So he's more of a defensive player than an offensive player, even though in a lot of maps you're going to see him on the offensive side, especially in a solo queue. But in the ranked game, you probably won't see it as much. And then, like I said before, you want to keep your distance from characters. Right here, I use the ultimate in a bad way. There's a Tracer right behind me when I did it. I don't know how she didn't kill me. She should have killed me, but right there you saw I used my primary weapon, and then I threw a mine at her to finish her off. That's the best way to use a Junkrat. Now this is Hollywood. This is another good map to use them on. I think this is Hollywood, but anyways, I like to put mines right here and a trap down, because if they don't usually come from the very middle right away, they're usually going to come through the side door. And right here I see Reaper come in, and again with the Reaper you want to keep your distance. That's because the Reaper can do a lot of damage, but I'm able to finish him off with the mine. That's why I say use his mines as often as you can, because they do have a fast recharge rate and they're very effective. If you hit somebody with your primary gun and then throw a mine at them, you can usually finish them off if they're not a tank or something like that. And again, with the Junkrat, you always want to keep your distance, and with his basically like grenade launcher, that you want to use your angles to your advantage. So you want to bounce those grenades off a wall or whatever to hit other players. And right there you always see me throw down my trap. Usually I put it right there just in case someone tries to go through there. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. If you get pushed to the second area, Junkrat is always good up higher than down on the ground. But that's pretty much for every character, and especially for this map. When you're playing on this map, you want to take the high ground over the low ground when they're trying to get through here, just because you have a better advantage than they do. But as you see right here with the Widowmaker, if she's on the ground and close to you, discharge her, because unless she's a really good sniper, she's going to take you out, and if not, then you're going to have a really easy time with her. And then, with another Junkrat, it's just, whoever is the best, and right there we seem to take each other out. So, and then with a soldier, same thing. You just want to hit them a couple times with your primary weapon, throw a mine at them, and then finish them that way. Any of those offensive players that have low health, you can do a lot of damage to with a Junkrat. And then right here, again, I like to be up high, because if I have my ultimate, you can surprise them a lot better when his ultimate is coming from above and not on the ground, usually. So that's what I do. And right here I do my ultimate. I'm not really sure where everyone was when I did it, but someone did a little radar thing, so I was able to see them. Unfortunately, right there, I was only able to get one character, but, you know, sometimes you get, you know, 3 characters, sometimes you get 1, sometimes you get none. It just happens. And then right there with the diva, you always want to be careful with the diva. You never want to take a diva head on. You know, usually you either want to sneak up behind her if she's focusing on somebody else and try to attack her, but you definitely don't want to take on a diva head on. And again, like I said before, always throw down the traps. It doesn't matter if you know a good place to put them down or not. Anywhere is a good place because you never know when somebody might step on it. And again, so here we are on the map Route 66. This is another really good map for him. But like I said, on any defensive map, Junkrat's really good. But like I said before, you always want to keep your distance. If you see a diva, fucking stay away from her. Always throw down a trap like I did right there. Just always have a backup plan. So you see right there, the diva tried to rush me. She got stuck on the map. That was kind of a bad ultimate right there. I should have waited a little bit longer before I used it. This is more of a better place to use the ultimate. But see how I placed the trap right there? I didn't even know the soldier was there. He happened to, you know, run on my trap. He can't really do anything, and I'm able to finish him off by using my mines. And then right here I decided to use my ultimate because the Winston right there popped a bubble for me, and right there I was able to get 2 kills. Unfortunately, the soldier got me because I didn't see him rushing in. And now once you're on this part of the map, once they like this is the 3rd part. Once they push over here, I really like to hold down this left side, especially if there's nobody coming from the left side, which there should always be somebody coming through that left side on you, because it's a good place to disrupt the defensive team. But right here, I kind of got lucky. I had I think I had a Mercy on me, like protecting me the whole time, so I was able to really hold down this area pretty effectively with Junkrat. So as you see me right here, I'm always throwing down my mines. I'm using my ultimate right here because I see some characters coming up. Unfortunately, right there, I see, you know, diva rushes me, and I'm not able to take out as many people as I wanted to. But you see me right there using my trap, and again, the traps are very effective. The mines are very effective, and in this room, you can always take cover from people. What that soldier should have done, and what those 3 other characters should have done, except for the Mercy maybe, it should have just rushed in there and took me out right away, because it was just me and a Mercy in there. But for some reason they didn't decide to rush me, so I was able to stay alive and keep control over this area for the most part. And again, with the Mercy giving me a weapon boost is always helpful, and I have to thank her for that, or him for that. And again, it's just a really good place to use a Junkrat. You have cover. If they rush up on you, you can always back up and take cover. And with the Mercy, you know, she can heal you, but there is a health pack behind you there as well, so that's why I really like this area right here. And you can be very effective, again, with your mines and Mercy boosting my weapon abilities. You know, it was very I was able to be very effective with a Junkrat right here. And again, with the soldiers, a good soldier could take you out really fast, but like I said, with that area, I could always take cover if I needed to. Right there, you see I trapped the Pharaoh somehow with my trap, and then eventually I died, but for the most part, I did, you know, a pretty good job there of holding that one area down, so my other teammates could, you know, I made it easier for my other teammates to do whatever they were doing, hopefully. And again, this is Hollywood again. I'm just talking about the high area. It's very good and very effective if you ever get pushed to this area. Make sure you try to take the high area before you don't stay on the ground level. You're going to be more effective on the high area for sure, especially with the Junkrat. So you see I have a trap right there. That's just in case anybody tries to jump up here like a Diva or a Genji or whatever. You could put a trap right there if you wanted to as well, just in case they try to go in that direction. But that's going to be hard to tell. So if you're not really sure, just put a trap anywhere. It doesn't really matter. Maybe you get lucky, but like I said right here, you see them. I didn't really mean to jump down right there, but I saw a group of them, so I threw a trap down, and then I fell down, so I kind of messed up my my plan there to start shooting them. But a good place to hold down is this area right here, especially if the car is right there. You can do a lot of damage, and you can just do it from up here if you angle your grenades right, and you always run down to throw your grenades, or not throw your grenades, but throw your mines out there, and just make sure you have a trap in front of that door, so if someone does try to get in, they'll get trapped, and you can easily take care of them with your primary weapon, and then your mine as well if you have that reset on you. But again, right here is a good spot to hold down if you can't get up top for some reason. But yeah, this is a good place for a Junkrat to hold down as well on this map. And then right there, I could have rushed out, but again, you never really want to rush with Junkrat. You always want to keep your distance from the enemy. Unless you're put in that situation where you have to charge. Sometimes, like versus like a 1v1, you'll have to charge in with the Junkrat, especially to throw your mine, because you can't really throw it that far. Well, you can throw it kind of far. I would say mid to close range, you can throw that mine. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully it's helpful. Again, it's not for MLG pros. It's just for new players or people that want to have a better understanding of Junkrat before they play as Junkrat, or if they're just having trouble with playing as Junkrat or whatever. Like I said before, he's more of a defensive player. He's really good on defensive maps and stuff like that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Again, guys, thanks for watching if you did, and I'll check you guys out later.